Heyo everybody, welcome to Lucid Mirror Studio. Thanks for joining me in this reading, and if this is your first time, well, welcome to Lucid. I just wanted to let everybody know at the end of July, I will be opening my schedule for August for personal readings. So I'm excited about that. I've been working on my website, but enough about me, this is about you. So in this reading, I pulled 2 oracles and have the pre-shuffle. And this one is unfortunate loss. You have lost something or someone irreplaceable, and the emptiness is unbearable. As you feel the weight of the loss, let it refine you, not define you. You will emerge with deeper wisdom and resilience. And then power struggle. Control and influence are being tested. Be mindful of who holds the power in this situation. Are you leading with integrity, or are you led by someone else's agenda? So right off the bat here on this pre-shuffle here, I can see that somebody has been holding up a lot of the weight, and I feel this is in a relationship. And I see that you are waking up to see that you've been carrying the load of this relationship. The problem in this relationship is it's been very chaotic. There's been a lot of arguments, probably a lot of disagreements. You guys aren't getting along. It's just not what it's supposed to be. If this is a marriage, a commitment, a relationship or whatnot, you know, what's being followed in that relationship, it's outside of what is a normal, healthy relationship. You could have been dealing with somebody who was quick with mean words and, you know, movements. They were very toxic towards you. And this could be a woman or a man, but it seems like this relationship is kind of lingering. You know, with these 2 oracles, it seems like you may feel like this is a loss to you, or you know that you're losing somebody important to you. But I think on the flip side, for this other person who is in the Knight of Swords energy reversed, this seems to be like a power struggle for them, which to me is like, okay, you have a relationship together, you love this person, but this person is more about control than they are about love or anything. So you may be leading with feelings, but this person, on the other hand, isn't. They're not leading with how they feel about you, to protect you, to love you, to be there for you. This person is probably using the separation as, you know, a power struggle and in the form of like getting the upper hand over you. But for you, you're taking this time and it's feeling like a breakup. It's feeling like you're losing somebody important to you. But I don't think in the end of the day that somebody like this is a loss. But let's see what the tarot cards say. So we've got a history here, so we'll do the Celtic. So, dear Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this? Dear Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this? Dear Spirit, what does the collective need to know about this? Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm so sorry. So we got the Moon. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. We have Strength. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Swords. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We have the Star in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I think in this relationship, you have been very in the dark, or you don't really know what's, maybe sometimes things are good with this relationship, and then other times you don't know what's going on because your partner isn't being real clear as to what's going on. So, right now, if you're in separation, which I feel you are, and when I say separation, like maybe you broke up or you took some time apart from each other, but you don't really know where this relationship is going right now because there's no communication. And I feel like this person isn't going to communicate to fix things. I think this person is using, their silence as a weapon against you. So let's clarify this moon. Yeah, so right now, you don't know what's going on because nothing is being worked towards fixing the relationship. Nothing is moving on and heading in a direction, whether it's over or not, or, like, is this going to be fixed? What is that person thinking? They don't know what you're thinking. There's no communication. There's just a whole lot of fog within this right now. And the challenge here is that there is, there's you who wants, and I'm not sure if you want this relationship, but I feel like, just because you lost something and you're hurt over it doesn't mean you want it back. But I feel like either you or them has made a decision on the many options, but let's clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is more, your energy, because that's what I'm feeling the most is your energy. And, I feel like you don't know if this is, going to be fixed or if it's going to get better or whatnot. But I know you're thinking about this more logically, like you're out of your emotions right now and you're trying to take a good hard look at what is going on with you and this person. Now, that could be just, okay, you broke up, you're both upset right now, and now you're in this, nope, I'm angry, I don't want to deal with this. But no, I think you've dealt with just too much in this relationship. I mean, right off in the beginning, in the pre-shuffle, you don't have two people hurt. You have one hurt and one playing games. And I think you're starting to see that the games that are being played. And I think you're trying to take a more logical stance, remove your emotions from this and start looking at it like, okay, what was good about this relationship? What made me stay in this relationship? And why should I even continue it if, it does come about that this person would want to work things out? I think you're just done, though. I feel like you're not willing to continue in the way that it was going. And your focus is you're standing in your strength. So why would you be standing in your strength? Well, it's because somebody made you feel like you had to be strong for yourself. So let's clarify strength. Yeah, I think this person has hurt you so much that at the point of breaking up, separating, I think you've already mourned the relationship while you were in the relationship. And now, like, you're recovering from all the heartbreak and everything that this relationship put you through. And that's why you're standing in your strength, because right now that's what you want to do. That's where you want to be. And it feels right to you. In the past, you were probably, forced to be in a Queen of Wands reverse, using your words in a powerful, fiery way, and joining in on those fights and being chaotic, but I don't think that's your true nature. I think this person playing their games brought this out of you. So let's clarify this Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah. I think this person, I mean, if you've ever been in like an abusive relationship, and actually I did a reading and I didn't post it because I felt it was just a little too much, and it was about an abusive relationship. And I think in this portion of, that was past reading, now we're in your current energy, and I feel like this person has put you through so much pain and suffering that was needless, that, you know, if you love somebody, why would you do that? But I feel like you had to be this other person, like this fiery queen that was mean, that said things that you didn't want to say, that you had to act in this manner to protect yourself from this person. And then, you know, the possibilities, you know, in the future are that now we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that maybe you were in a relationship where, you know, this person was helping you with the bills, you were living together, you know, you shared, you know, your income, and now you're without it. And now I feel like you're seeing that maybe you can't hold it down by yourself, that you can't be this grounded queen, protective of your territory and having your life and, you know, the master of your domain. Like, you're not seeing that right now because, of course, you're leaving something traumatic and now you're starting over. So you may not even know how to start over just yet, and that's okay. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then we got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Like, I do feel that you are afraid of stepping out and having to take care of yourself and take on all these things by yourself. You may not be used to it. You may have been in this relationship for quite a long time, and this person could have been the one, you know, with the finances, more of the finances. So that kind of made them feel like they dominated you and the relationship. But I know that in a situation like that, you can completely come out of that and you can do much better than what you were. I mean, when you're in a relationship like that, it's basically like they're chipping away at your every they're chipping away at you, like, slowly over time. You know, if you spent 10 years with this person, it could have been like slow over time, you know, manipulations, chipping away at your self-esteem, your self-worth, until at the end you were nothing of the person you were when you first met them. You know, and I think at this point you're trying to find that happiness again, because this is the Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't think you want to have to, you know, cut through things anymore. I don't think you want to have to sit here and defend yourself anymore. Like, it is okay to retreat for a bit and lick your wounds and gather your bearings. It's okay to feel defeated. It's okay to feel these things, but don't live there. You know, feel what you have to feel, because that's what helps heal. And then make your plan, get moving. You know, if you need more income, or get a roommate, or, you know, a different job, or more education, or even start a side hustle, something, anything, to never have to go back to this. So in the near future, I see the Ace of Swords, which is you cutting through the truth. You know, I mean, you cutting down the lies to get to the truth. You aren't playing games anymore. You are basically facing the facts. You are seeing the situation for what it is. And you may now start seeing this person without, that veil of love that made them something to you. Maybe now you're seeing them for who they really are, the monster that they really are. Their spirit, clarify the Ace of Swords. Yeah. You're taking those blindfolds out. You're ready to face it. You're done living this life where you were probably, made small. You were probably not heard. You were probably never did anything you wanted to do. If you, talk to your friends, or you probably lost friends because of this person, constantly fighting and giving you a hard time where you give up because it was just too much to deal with going home and having to hear somebody constantly at you. I think a lot of this was you were trying not to lose yourself, but this person, they're never going to back down. They're never going to let you win. They will constantly keep trying to chip away at you. And if they even see remotely any happiness in you or anything that could be good coming to you, they will try to put that out and stop it. So this person isn't somebody who's ever going to want good things for you. This person is somebody who just needs to get out of your life. So then, I feel like here in your power, I feel like you're, again, scared of that new outlook, new way of living, new everything. So I feel like right now it's more of a planning mode. You're planning and you're not moving as far as you're still licking your wounds. And I think you're trying to figure out, like, what is life now that it's yours, that it's now yours again. You may have help with friends and family, helping you in the home front, allowing you to stay with them, letting you live with them. And I think right now, if that's the case, take the time to cry it out, feel what you got to feel. But, at some point you have to turn this Eight of Pentacles upright and start working towards your new life. So it could be a job, but it could be just therapy or anything like that. Getting your friends back, or starting, they may have isolated you from your family and your friends. So you may have to now, talk to them and have them hear you out, and if they love you, they'll be there for you. But I feel like this person, the environment is realizing that this person was never your wish fulfillment. That you may have thought when you first met this person that they were, everything, and that you were going to have a life with this person, and that you guys were going to grow old together. And I think that came shattering down. And I think that's hitting you the most because, of course, that's your whole life that you've worked so hard for, and it's coming down in shambles. Let's clarify this Nine of Cups in reverse. You're heartbroken. Your person who was supposed to be your person that protects you, loves you, is there for you, is no longer going to be your person. They can't be your person. They're hurting you. And I think you're completely heartbroken and shattered over this because this is not how you wanted it to be. But you have to realize that this person, this was never about love and the better, good of this relationship. This was about them and their selfish wants and needs to control. And that's usually stemming from insecurity, because this person feels like perhaps they would have lost you and they didn't want to lose you. So instead of being vulnerable with you, they took up this whole thing of being a villain. And honestly, this isn't just because of you. This person can go and be with somebody else and do the same thing to them. You're the fortunate one that got out. And then your hopes and fears here. Let's clarify the star in reverse. I think you're just hopeless right now. And you know what? This is an okay stage to be in. Now, the reading I did before, I will tell you briefly that it was about abuse and being in the relationship. And I rather see this reading than that reading. That reading was very hard, and I deleted it because I didn't want to feed that energy. But I see that you're out of this situation. Stay away from this person. You know, this person is, I don't see any good qualities about this person in this reading. I see a lot of pain and suffering and the strength that you have to muster to have to deal with this person. Now the star, she's hopeless here in the reverse, you know, but honestly, I just feel like that's kind of the process of healing from something like this. This isn't going to beat you up. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you're going to find hope and no, I'm telling you, it is okay to take a moment to pause, to feel what you need to feel, to cry it out, to just even realize what you went through. Because it's going to take some time away from the situation to now allow things to start coming in where you're no longer in survival mode in that relationship. You may still be in survival mode, and I'm 100% sure you're still in survival mode, but I'm saying you're not in survival mode where you're like in direct threat. Like, this is more, you're in survival mode because you're deeply hurt over something that shouldn't even happen in the first place, and now you're trying to make sense of it. So you aren't going to be hopeful right now, and that is normal. It's okay. You're grieving. You know, you got the Ten of Wands in reverse is, you know, you're hopeful that you will be putting down all this heavy pain that this person has brought to you. You know, I know for that fact is that you are willing to put this down. You don't want to carry it anymore. And I don't blame you. Because as I sit here reading for you, it feels very heavy. I feel very sad. I feel like I want to cry. And it's very, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. But you can get through it. We got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright here. And this is just telling me that this is going to be slow work. You know, pain and the breakup and everything that you went through here isn't going to go away overnight. But with slow, like the Knight of Pentacles, he's the slowest one, but he's the most efficient one. He will get the job done. He 100% will get the job done. So that means to me that you will slowly heal and you will slowly get yourself out of this hole and be able to face a new life that is just for you, that now you have learned some traits of some horrible people because of this person. You know what to avoid now. You know what to look for. And then I don't even think you're looking for a relationship right now, but I'm saying for in the future, you can take this information, learn from it, and be better for it. You know, if your friends are going through the same things, then you can be the one talking to them. But right now, they're the one holding your hand and getting you through this. And that's what friends and family are for. So let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. At the end of the day, I just feel like to get to this new, I'm like, I don't even feel like you want passionate, nothing. I think right now you're just still healing. So even if this Ace of Wands is reversed, I wouldn't even take that personal. You're so self-contained right now. And from all the trauma you went through that you're trying to heal. But I know you're not. This right here, remember in the pre-shuffle, we had the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is telling me that you're going to do this slow, methodical work, and this person is not going to get a second chance. You're not giving this person a second chance. This person has lost you, and they can go live a life doing whatever the heck they even need to do. But it's not your problem anymore. And I'm very proud of you for that. You chose you, and you chose right. So let's look at some angel cards here, and we'll close this out. We'll take that one since it did fall out. It says, take a step. I put action behind my goals every single day. You need to let go of any doubts and fears and step out of your comfort zone. Your angels are supporting you and leading you in the right direction. So you should accept their help and enjoy this moment in your life. Yes, celebrate your freedom. Take this step to freedom, which you are. I see you're taking that step. You've already taken that step. And if you haven't, you're going to. Let's take one more card here. Flow. Things happen when they are supposed to. This is a reminder from your angels to trust in the flow of the universe and to always follow your intuition. When making decisions with positive changes and opportunities on the horizon, now is a great time for you to take action and move forward in your life. Yes. For me, this is you allowing yourself to feel all of this. The pain, the grief, what you went through, the loss, everything. It needs to flow. Don't suppress it. Feel it. If you got to cry for a week straight, go ahead and cry for a week straight. But in this is just letting me know that I think you're handling this in a very healthy manner. Walking away, realizing who you were in this relationship and what you need to do. And right now, what you need to do is be surrounded by family and friends that care about you and love you and can listen to you while you deal with this. And be your cheerleaders as you go through and become something for yourself after this. So I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of who is doing this. I'm very proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. This was a very difficult reading, and I know it's more difficult because you're going through it. So, just know that you keep your head up and you will get through it. And I appreciate everybody who's been watching my channel, and I hope to see you the next time. You guys take care.